They were one of the favourites. They are out, and it's got to be the biggest moment of this World Cup so far. I understand Germany going out was a big deal. I understand Belgium going out was a big deal. I understand some of the results we had in the group stages were a big deal, but Spain is the most favoured team to now be eliminated. They were fourth favourites. They're the most favoured team to be eliminated. They've gone out to Morocco. It's worth remembering as well, like Morocco are like ranked 22nd in the world. Spain are like, I don't know, I don't even know what it is. I think it's like 7th. They're definitely in the top 10. Let's have a look. They are 7th. So Spain are 7th. Morocco are 22nd. And Morocco have just managed to keep a hold of a draw, keep it at 0-0, take it to penalties. And as a result of that, they've managed to get the victory. The penalties from Spain, not a single penalty scored. Sarabia, Sola, and Busquets all missing their spot kicks. So heartbreak for Spain. Heartbreak for Spain. Going out at penalties. 3 of the 4 that Morocco took scored. So, it was, to be honest, it wasn't even close. There was a moment where we worried that Morocco had let Spain back in, missing their 3rd. But then Busquets stepped up and missed. So it just meant that Hakimi had to score to get the winning penalty, and he put it home, and it was calm as you like. It was a great penalty. Absolutely brilliant. What do you say? Absolutely brilliant. Morocco did it for the Rock, said Fly Birds Fly. The people, Sami Uso, and all of us that are feeling Usi. Well, the coverage is just beginning here in the UK for this next game. And already we've got drama in this next game because you can see Portugal's team. And the Portuguese team does not feature Ronaldo. It is a real gamble that has been made, but it's a gamble that I think could pay off for them. I think that Portugal could look better without him. And, look, this is going to be shocking, isn't it? This is shocking. This is a knockout game of the World Cup against Switzerland, and Ronaldo is dropped. It is big news. It is big news. Morocco did it for the Rock, the people, Sami Uso, and all of us feeling Usi. Hamad said Morocco have got a lot of players that play in Europe. Paul said Morocco is rocking because they have eliminated one of the favourites. Martin said, I've not seen any football today. I can't believe that Spain are out. Sticky said, I was looking at fantasy football. I'm 1 ahead of you, and we both have Bruno. Very good. Hopefully you can do something for us. Dasher Dog said, are you happy that Morocco won? Very happy. Very happy. Brandon says, hello. I agree with you about Ronaldo. It is surprising that they did it at this stage, but the thing is that Ronaldo, when he got subbed off, he seemed to upset the coach. And, there's a bit of punishment here. I wonder at what point Ronaldo starts to look in the mirror. I wonder at what point he looks in the mirror and realizes that, Man United and now Portugal, like, there's a pattern. This isn't isolated incidents. We're starting to see now Ronaldo in decline, and we're starting to see Ronaldo struggling to deal with that. So it's disappointing, to be honest, from one of the world's great players. It's disappointing that he's reacted this way, but hey ho. The Moroccan coach can only take one job, and he's doing some miracle. We're just talking about Ronaldo. Is this decision justifiable considering what is offered on the pitch? There's a lot of fans of Ronaldo. Gary Neville said it's a bit of a scruffy end to his career. It wouldn't surprise him if he came on and scored the winner. His legacy is set. He's one of the world's all-time great players. But he could be dealing with the end of his career a lot better. Yep. Yeah, that's true. He's got to be a team player. Like, if he mopes around, he could like really upset the morale, couldn't he? He could be a problem actually in that Portuguese dressing room. So he said something as he came off. He actually was saying something. He said something. Don't know what the translation was, but he said something as he came off, and it's upset the coach. Ian Wright said he just doesn't seem like he's enjoying it at the minute. Ramos is a good choice. Moroccan coach has only took one job. He's doing miracles. Martin said, I had Spain in the sweepstake. What's your prediction, Portugal or Switzerland? I'm going Portugal. I think that we were going to get an upset in the round of 16, and it showed itself earlier. I don't know that we get another upset. Maybe Switzerland are going to be looking at what just happened and thinking, we can do this. And I'm sure they had that belief anyway. But this is a good Portugal team. This is not a Portugal team that rely on Ronaldo. This is a Portugal team that can get through without Ronaldo. And we keep saying it, but arguably might be even better without Ronaldo, might be even better without that reliance. And Ramos coming in instead. I'm really interested to see how this game goes. I think without Ronaldo and with them like playing together as a unit, working together, like there's a chance that they could actually take a lead before half time. And I think once they get ahead, I think they'll stay ahead. So yeah, I'm gonna say you've had your upset. I think Switzerland definitely are a side that can cause teams problems. They're definitely not going to be a pushover. I'm going to say that Portugal are going to get the job done. If he put the ego away, he could gracefully accept his new role as an impact sub, said Francesco. Switzerland beating Portugal ain't a big shock, to be honest, said James. Angus said Ronaldo's agent needs to tell him to shut up. Let's go Swiss. I still expect Portugal to win, says Heather. Bonkers is telling Ronaldo to shoosh. Hakimi, Ziyech, Ambarat, Boufal, they're players to watch for Morocco. Yeah, it's incredible. There's nothing else to say. Just absolutely incredible. What they have managed to do is stand up. I mean, they were under pressure. There was times there where you thought that the defense was going to give way. So yes, Herculean effort, taking 0 away from Morocco. But there were definitely times where you were worried for them. I was worried for them. I think those penalties came just at the right time. I mean, certainly like one of the last kicks of the game, Spain hit the post and it was a great looking chance. I don't know how Morocco survived that extra time. I thought that the pressure was so immense. I mean, I was like a borderline neutral, but I did want Morocco. And I was a nervous wreck watching that game. I really was. I was sat here like proper edge of the seat. I was fidgeting around. I could feel that I was uncomfortable. And I was worried about them. I really was worried about Morocco. I really thought that at some point in that extra time period, they were going to concede. They did a fantastic job to get through to penalties and then an even better job to actually win it. So, yeah, brilliant result. I'm going to go with Portugal here, though. I think a bit of normality might return after that wild game that we just watched. So, who will progress? Will it be Switzerland or will it be Portugal? Who is going to progress out of these two? We'll put a poll up. They're just showing replays of the spot kicks. Morocco stops in the final. Spain are out. Yeah, Spain are out. Morocco winning 3-0 on penalties. 3-0 on penalties. It's incredible. It's incredible. Shush Ronaldo said bonkers. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I want to jump over and just have a little read. I feel like we have read about Switzerland, but it is worth doing again. We always have a look and see what the write-ups say. So, Yankin has been able to build on a foundation, and they stayed in their Nations League group after a tough start. The national team, called Natty back home, have gone about steadily closing the gap on the world's best teams for the past decade. Some of the most important players, such as Granit Xhaka, Ricardo Rodriguez, Haris Seferovic, won the Under-17 World Cup in 2009. They now make up the spine of this team, whose players have reached the Under-21 final in 2011, also including Shaqiri and Jan Sommer. Switzerland have been remarkably consistent in qualifying for major tournaments, only missing one, and that was Euro 2012. In the past 16 years, they have started to qualify for the knockout phase on a regular basis, reaching the last 16 in 3 tournaments in a row before going one step further and making the quarterfinals at Euro 2020 last year. They are strong individuals, but Switzerland's recent success is down to the collective. We don't have Ronaldos and Messis. We only function when we work together. Playing against us is very uncomfortable. During the Petkovic era between 2014 and 2021, the Swiss played dominant possession-based football. Yakin, who took over last year, has only made small adjustments. The team now tries to be more unpredictable, and they play a direct style. Switzerland finished ahead of Italy in the World Cup qualifiers with a bit of luck, and have been in the Nations League top division since its inception. They're going to the World Cup full of confidence, although niggling injuries as well as injuries to defenders are a concern. So Granit Xhaka is their star player. Shaqiri has still obviously got a lot to offer, and Mbolo has actually looked pretty good at this World Cup. So Jan Sommer as well. They've got a decent goalkeeper. They're going to be a hard team. This is not going to be an easy game for Portugal, but I do just think that Portugal might be able to break through this defense, might be able to get a goal on the board. And I think if Spain had got a goal on the board, I think Spain would have been away as well. So I think Spain would have been up and running. They just couldn't get through Morocco. I do think that Portugal might just get through this Moroccan defence, and they might get a goal on the board. And then, you know, you might see 1 goal turn into 2 goals, turn into 3 goals, so on, so on, so on. So I'm personally going with Portugal here, but Switzerland can absolutely provide the upset. If, as James said, if it's even classed as an upset, because Switzerland are a very, very good team, and people know that they're a very good team. It is, if you look at the FIFA rankings, quite close. Portugal are ranked 9th. Switzerland are ranked 15th. So there's 6 places between them. It's not loads. There's not loads of places between them in the FIFA rankings. So, yeah, we've got number 9 against number 15. James said, I've got Dallo only left to play. Let's go. Peter said, streets here in Spain are loaded with Moroccans celebrating. Peter, shout out to you. Jellyhead said, I can see the Swiss winning here. Bellingham is a better version of Patrick Vieira. Big statement. Easy99 said, Hakimi is born in Spain, raised in the Real Madrid Academy, and now he just knocked out Spain with a Panica. I don't know how you pronounce that. Pananka. It's the penalty down the middle, isn't it, where you just dink it in. Cheeky, man. Cheeky. Francesco said, how many goals does Ronaldo claim to take? Excellently worded. Not how many will he actually score. How many will he claim that he scored? I'm going to go with all of them. I've heard that he's claimed all of the Moroccan penalties as well. Jilly said, I'm rooting for Portugal. I'm rooting for Switzerland. If England beat France, then they will play the winner of Morocco versus... I would much rather play the winner of Morocco versus Switzerland than Morocco versus Portugal. But we need to get past France first, in all fairness. So, there's a long, long way to go in this World Cup. But watching some of these other results play out and be, dare you say, kind to England? Not... God only knows how England would do against Morocco, though. They're a team that deserve to be taken serious. Take them lightly at your peril, and that message will be the same for Portugal or Switzerland, whoever gets through here. 1 Minute Wrestler, shout out to you, said, I'm rooting for Switzerland. Dragon Slayer said, I just got a WWE advert during the World Cup. Angus said, Ronaldo's hair of gods. Hair of gods. Easy99 said, Ronaldo will claim it from the bench, and it will be the bench of God. The hair of God. The bench of gods. We've got Jilly that's rooting for Portugal. Dragon Slayer, shout out to you. So we've got just over half an hour to go. And I must admit, it's kind of hard to focus on this game. My head is still very much with that Spanish game. I just can't believe that Spain are out. I was convinced that they were going to make it to the semi-finals. I really thought they were the team that were going to come through this little group here. We even said as well, that when they lost that last game, we even said that to Japan, they avoid Brazil now. They'll be happy because they go onto this side of the draw. They avoid Brazil. And so that means that they've got not an easy path, but an easier path through to the semi-finals and final. And all of that is out the window now. It's amazing, isn't it? All of that is out the window. I wonder if they had a bit of an eye on Portugal. I wonder if they were looking at that and there was a little bit of an eye on Portugal. Maybe not. I'm sure they took Morocco seriously. But even so, it's such a surprise. But then maybe it just comes down to the fact that Spain just cannot finish their chances. Maybe it's that. I mean, they're well known for that. They're well known for not being able to, really put an end product on that possession. They play the ball around, and they do such a wonderful job. I mean, I haven't got a clue how many passes they completed in that 120. It'd be worth looking, actually. How many passes did Spain complete in that 120 minutes? They did over 1,000 passes. They did 1,019. I actually would have thought it was more. But they did 1,019 passes. And what's amazing is that out of those 1,000 passes, 91% were completed. It's amazing. Their numbers are amazing. It's amazing. They competed 67% of their long balls as well. So 91% pass accuracy out of just over 1,000 passes. And you compare it to Morocco that had 300 passes and they only completed 71% of those. I mean, you look at those stats, you look at those passing stats and it's just domination. There's only one team in the game, but football's such a funny game, isn't it? Because that ain't the team that's gone through. How can a team be so dominant, be so brilliant with their play, and still the whole world knows that they've got a problem taking their chances? And I think when it went to penalties, it really was 50-50 at that point. It was, whilst the game was being played, you fancied Spain, but as soon as it went to penalties, it was 50-50. They had 13 shots and only one on target. 13 shots and one on target. After completing over 1,000 passes at 91% pass accuracy, the end result of that was one shot on target. It's. I don't know why they're not fixing that. I don't know why there's not a. How are they not changing that? How are they not making these changes? I wonder if Luis Enrique goes. I wonder what the future holds for Luis Enrique. I don't know what the situation's going to be with him. I don't know if they're going to stick with him. I don't know if there's going to be a clamour for someone new, but going out in Spain, going out in the round of 16, that cannot be deemed acceptable. I can't imagine that that's acceptable. So, I'm going to Google that. Will Luis Enrique leave Spain? Luis Enrique could step down as Spain boss and return to club football. This was 7 days ago. Luis Enrique could step down as Spain boss and return to club football after the World Cup, as the country's FA admit they cannot compete financially with teams looking to poach the ex-Barcelona manager. Luis Enrique is likely to leave his post as Spain manager after the World Cup is over. The Spanish FA can't compete with offers that domestic clubs can offer Enrique. Enrique has been linked with both the Man United and Chelsea jobs in the past. I remember Luis Enrique being on a shortlist for Man United, yeah? Luis Enrique looks increasingly likely to go back to club management. The 52-year-old former Barcelona and Roma coach has given his word to the federation. He will sit down and talk after the World Cup has ended. We cannot compete with clubs that put down 10 or 20 million euros. And Lewis knows that. He rejected a huge amount of money before. When we get back to Spain, we will analyse everything together. It might be in their best interest. It might be in their best interest to part ways with him anyway, in all fairness. They need to overcome this problem, don't they? Wonder where he goes, though. Wonder where he goes. I wonder what club will snap him up. Luis Enrique, next club odds. Betting odds for his next team. He's been at Spain for 3 years and 17 days. It says here that the odds for next team, they've got Liverpool. Why would they have Liverpool? Why would Liverpool be odds on favourite? I think that must have just been. I don't think there is a list yet. He was odds on favourite to get the Chelsea job. But obviously that never came through. It's interesting. For me, different countries have different players. England have Kane, Portugal have Ronaldo, Argentina have Messi, France has Mbappe. It depends how the coach uses the talent, said Easy99. Spain, Miss Roll, says Jellyhead. Was it 0-0 going into penalties? Yes, it was. Angus said possession percentages often misleading. Morata should have started, says Francesco. Maka said if we beat France in the quarters, then this is the best chance we've got of winning it. When does the game start? 2. It does start at 2. Yeah. They, England's, you could argue, best chance of winning it might have been 4 years ago. The only thing I would say about that is England didn't really have the team. If you look at that team now, you can see that it's just not anywhere near this team. This team kills that team from 4 years ago. So England really have developed in 4 years, which is great news. They are just talking about England's defensive frailties at the moment. That was bad by Maguire. If France can put pressure on England, if France can put pressure on that back line, then the mistakes are in there. And I don't know that you can change that within a few days. So there is a real concern about that. Legend Killer, hello, shout out to you. So, yeah, I would say England had a fantastic chance 4 years ago. This time, if we get past France, we might have to get past Portugal. And you've still got Brazil in the final or whatever. But, man, if England could get to a World Cup final... Right now, I don't even know if we're going to get out the quarterfinals. So, there's no point daring to dream about reaching a final. But, oh, God, makes me nervous. Ronaldo will claim that the ball skimmed his hair during those Moroccan penalties, says Richard. Francesca saying that Morata should have started. It'd be really interesting to read the Spanish papers, I don't know any Spanish papers, but I would be really interested in clicking and going over and reading some Spanish papers. Spanish news sites. Spanish news sites. El Pas, BBC Mundo, CNN en Español. Top 20 Spanish news sites to follow. Local Spain. What's their biggest Spanish news? Biggest Spanish news. I want to see if I can find what's their biggest newspaper. El Pas is their biggest one. Is it going to Google Translate? Google Translate to English. Here we go. Bang. Let's have a look. See what they're saying in Spain. Here it is. So this is the biggest newspaper in Spain. Sarabia, Soler, and Busquets failed the first maximum penalties that the Spanish players threw. Morocco defeated Spain on penalties. They missed their first 3 maximum penalties. I don't know what that means. For Morocco scored the game, which was very even with more possession and chances for La Roja. But the Moroccan team trying to hunt a counter-attack. Simon avoided the Moroccan goal in extra time with a great save. Last minute, Pablo Sarabia shot hit the right post. Also in the final stretch, Luis Enrique's men managed to box the Moroccans in their own field, although they did miss 4 goal opportunities. The Moroccan team writes a new page in their history. In the next round, they will play Portugal or Switzerland. Still hasn't made it quarterfinals when they produced world champions. The Moroccan team writes a new page in history. Blah, 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 blah. I was hoping for some more drama, to be honest. I was hoping for more like Sacre Bleu, which isn't Spanish, but even so, I wanted a bit of Sacre Bleu. Sacre Bleu. Cristiano's anger sets Portugal on fire. Luis Enrique's men are knocked out of the World Cup in a goalless match. Spain eliminated for World Cup after losing on penalties. It's not as deeply satisfying as I wanted it to be honest. I was hoping for more drama. Like disgrace. Do you know something like that? Ashamed. That's what I was hoping for. Biggest Spanish newspaper is that one that we just looked at. But is there another one that I can maybe go to? La Vanguardia. That sounds like The Guardian. Let's have a look. La Vanguardia. This one's only just a little bit below. Why is that not translating? Yeah, there's nothing there either. It's just a report of the game, to be honest. It's just a report of the game. Oh. There's not as much drama that I wanted. I was hoping for a lot more upset and heartache. Damn. I asked before NXT, they'll make more sense. Morocco could be the first country outside of Europe and South America to win the World Cup, said Easy99. What would be England's starting 11 and lineup in the quarterfinal? France is a big challenge. I think England could go 5 at the back to try and deal with the horrific attack of France. And then in the middle of the park, you got Rice and Bellingham. And then you might have, you might play a 5 2-3. You could do something along those lines. So you could have a front line with pace that sees the likes of Rashford. And it's hard to drop Foden, though, isn't it? It's hard to drop Foden. Really hard to drop Foden. Do you know what? Do you know what might be tempting? And it'd be a big move, and that would be to have Foden where Kane is, and then but Kane's such a good creator. I think Foden might have to get dropped because I think you might want 3 centre backs, your 2 wing backs, your 2 defensive midfielders, but with Bellingham being given freedom to get forward, and then 3 up front. One of them is Saka. And then on the other side, you might want Rashford's legs. The only thing is you're going to have to factor in penalties. And I don't know if you want to maybe start more with Grealish and Foden and then bring on Saka and Rashford in the second half. So, this is why the starting lineup doesn't worry me. Like, he's got some big decisions to make, and I can see there being a few different ways that you could go, and he's going to be thinking about the squad and his impact subs, and he's going to be thinking about extra time, and he's going to be thinking about penalties, and you do need to think about those things, it's going to be really interesting. I feel like what you want is 3 at the back. I mean, really, on Mbappe, you want Walker and Trippier. You want Walker and Trippier dealing with Mbappe. And I can completely see Walker playing on the right side of a back 3 and Trippier being the wing back. Those 2 on Mbappe, they might be able to keep him quiet. Then you've got a couple of centre-backs in the centre to deal with the likes of Giroud and Griezmann. You've also got Declan Rice that can drop back and deal with Griezmann as well. And I think, Declan Rice is going to be like doing defensive work like you've never seen. Bellingham, there's going to be so much pressure on him to get the ball out of defence into attack. And then we've got the pace up front of Rashford, Saka. Kane can help create some as well, of course. England, it's hard, isn't it? I mean, like, you don't want England to be too negative, but I think that it's probably right that we look at Mbappe and we think, well, we need a couple of people on him. And an easy answer to that would be Walker and Trippier. I love Claudio's new BCC jersey. It's $85, says Heather. I haven't seen it. I'm surprised they're still making Blackpool Combat Club merch, to be honest. Portuguese kids are nuts, says Heather. England lineup, says James. Pickford, Stones, Maguire, Walker, Shaw, Trippier, Rice, Bellingham, Saka, Kane, and Foden. I don't mind. If you do that, that sounds absolutely fine. My only concern is the pace, the countering. Foden. I mean, he's just too good to not play, though, isn't he? That's the only problem. He's too good to not play. Why is Ronaldo benched? Because he said some really nasty things about Man United and some really nasty things about Erik ten Hag. And Portugal have just finally come to their senses and said, do you know what? It's unacceptable. He deserves to be punished. So no World Cup for you, Ronaldo. No World Cup for you. Also, none of that's true. Because Ronaldo took off in the last game. And apparently he's muttered some stuff in Portuguese and he upset the manager. And so the manager's been like, well, I'm the manager. You're not. Sit on the bench. Think about what you've done. It's a big call. Francesco said Rashford needs to come off the bench to hurt France on the break. He is not in the starting 11. Mohammed said, for us Arabs, Morocco is the first Arab team that has gone so far in the World Cup. It's brilliant. Brilliant. I think pretty much everyone was with you. I think there was only the Spanish that were rooting for Spain. I think the whole world was behind Morocco. Brilliant. Moment of the tournament so far by a mile. Not even close. Not even close. The Blackpool Combat Club is basically a football shirt. It looks cool, but it is a bit too expensive, says Heather. I'll have a look, Heather. Is it on the AE Dub shop? I'll have a little look. AE dub. Schlep. I like the Hangman Page one as well. He's got a really cool shirt. Merry or happy, whatever. There's a Orange Cassidy Christmas jumper. FTR t-shirt is cool. Dun, 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 dun. Right, we are about 15 minutes away. The teams will be coming out soon, and we will be getting the national anthems. They are just around the corner. It's not showing itself at the moment. Right, if you want to be defensive, then take out Foden or Hendo or Phillips, but I would rather Foden. If England knock out France, England could be looking at a semi-final against Switzerland or Morocco. I will take that, says Dan. Yeah, well, I would take that. AEW shop or pro wrestling tees. Well, I just tried to have a look on the shop. It wasn't on like the first bit, and then I tried to click load more, and I just kept getting like it loading. So I think because we're streaming, it's probably just struggling a little bit. So I'll have a look at it. I'll find it, but it just couldn't get to it right now. Are you going to stream the Lopez fight on? Says Ryan. I don't know. When is it? Actually, don't know when that is. Haven't been on Pro Wrestling Tees forever as well, you know. I need to go on there. On Saturday. Oh, Saturday, no. No. We've got 2 World Cup games and we've got UFC 282. Hi, do you think Argentina can get to the final? Yes. I don't think they will, because I don't think they'll get past Brazil. I think they'll get past Netherlands. I don't think they'll get past Brazil. But they could do. I mean, what we've just seen is Morocco get past Spain. So could Argentina get past Brazil? Sure. Of course they could. Didn't they beat them to win the Copa America? So I feel like they've had their number recently. So they could, but I'm just leaning Brazil. I think Brazil have been the best looking team for me in this tournament. I think France at times have been very reliant on Mbappe. Very reliant. So I just think if you can keep Mbappe quiet, I think you deal with half of the problem. The other half of the problem might be Griezmann. So if you keep Mbappe and Griezmann quiet, I think you've dealt with the problem. Dembele's looked quite good in all fairness, but he does keep giving the ball away. But I do like Dembele. I think his movement has been very tricky to deal with, and England's defence is going to need to be rock solid. I wish we had better defenders. Brazil is going to win the World Cup, and then Ronaldo is going to claim it. Euro 2008, Switzerland beat Portugal in the group stage, says CM Chris. Will Portugal or Switzerland be good enough to beat Morocco? Don't know. They are a very interesting problem, aren't they, Morocco? They are a very interesting little problem. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how easy it's going to be to beat them. North Korea claims to win the World Cup, and Ronaldo is going to claim to win the Golden Boots. Heather said, I can't find it. It might still be on pre-order. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, mate. I'll see it one day. Victor said, Argentina has got a big chance to beat Brazil, but Brazil is looking for revenge. So it's going to be a big game if both nations meet in the semis. Good way of putting it, yeah. RD Avester said, I'm glad that everyone will finally see how a nation team can play without Ronaldo. It's true, yeah. I mean, this is a hell of a gamble for them, though. It is a hell of a gamble. They are so Ronaldo reliant that, you know, everyone's going to have to step up their game. Everyone's going to have to dig that little bit deeper now. Everyone's like, there's no more can you just leave it to Ronaldo. And maybe that mentality has kind of gone away a little bit as the time has caught up with Ronaldo. But for the longest time, that's what it felt like Portugal was. It was the Ronaldo show. Get it to Ronaldo, give it to Ronaldo. I also think he's such a crybaby that if you don't play it to him, you're probably going to get a mouthful when you get back to the locker room. This might be great for these players, you know. There might be a freedom here that they've just haven't had for so long. It's not a case of find Ronaldo, get it to Ronaldo now. Now it's a case of play the game, win the game. I think this is a big call, and I think it's a big call that will work. And I think that that's why I'm feeling more confident for Portugal now. They said there must be about 100 photographers in front of the subs bench. Ronaldo has come out and he's sat on the bench, and there are so many photographers taking pictures of Ronaldo. This must be pretty humiliating in a sense, embarrassing in a sense. The amount of photographers in front of that subs bench was insane. Portugal actually won the Nations League without Ronaldo, said RD Avester. Shows, doesn't it? Shows them. They're a dangerous side. They've got plenty of quality. We all know about Fernandes. We all know about Felix. You all know about Bernardo Silva. We all know about Carvalho, Ruben Diaz. I mean, you could just go through a list of their flipping team. We all know about how good they are. This is the best group of players that Switzerland have had in a generation. Akanji's great, isn't he, at the back? Yeah, I like this Swiss team as well. It's going to be a really fun game, this one. It's going to be a really interesting game. It's going to be very similar to Spain and Morocco. But I just fancy Portugal to score in the first half. There's Bruno. They should give him a break. It's his last World Cup. I wouldn't change the team performing well so far, says Buyashi. As a Portuguese, Ronaldo is better on the bench at this point, said RD Avester. James said, I just tweeted you it. You just tweeted me it. That's not... Oh, James, put it away. Oh. I thought you'd sent me the shirt. Oh, you need cream for that. You definitely need some cream for that, because that doesn't look right. Oh God. I'll drop a like on it just so that you know that I've seen it. But don't send me that. Don't send me those pictures again. That's very disappointing. In every sense of the word. Right, here we go. We've got the teams coming out. Jay said they've won the Euros without him, not the Nations League. Daniel said Ronaldo screwed Ronaldo. Ardafster said, as Portuguese, this will be easy for us. Whoa. Whoa. That word easy might come back and bite you in the backside. Right, here we go. Portugal and Switzerland are both out there, and we're going to be getting underway. Okay, we've had 168 votes. Let's have a look, see how people think this is going to go. We have got 61% for Portugal, 39% for Switzerland. So 60-40 in favour of Portugal. 60-40 in favour of Portugal. There is Ronaldo singing away, the camera right in his face. It's not, I do feel sorry for Ronaldo, you know. I feel sorry for him because there's so many cameras. It was just like this army, like mini army, taking pictures of him as he walked out and sat on the bench. Nowadays knows what my inbox is like from Nick, says Melissa Rose. Oh, I don't think it looked like that picture I just got. Honestly. Jimmy exposed. Well, oh, you saw the picture? You saw the picture. Right. That is it for the Portuguese national anthem. It's time now for the Swiss national anthem. We are neutral. We don't want any bother. We like to keep ourselves to ourselves. We are neutral. And we love Toblerone. Something like that, I think. I'm rooting for Claudio. Let's go Swiss, says Dragon Slayer. Aaron! Hello, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you've been enjoying the football. Alex says Dallo over Cancelo is an interesting selection. That's true, actually. It is. No, Cancelo is actually very interesting. Baby Metal, Sue's girlfriend, Andrew, love you. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that... Baby Metal's a group, aren't they? Melissa said, I took that picture. Oh, hello. Hello. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Melissa Rose taking the picture of... Let's start calling him Big James Chadwick, shall we? Big James Chadwick. Mohammed said, what do you say about England versus Pakistan? How do you rate Stokes' captaincy? I thought it was an amazing game. I didn't get a chance to actually sit down and watch all that much of it, if I'm being truthful, because of like streaming the World Cup. But I was following the reports and I did manage to watch a bit. I mean, he was, you know, he wanted to win, didn't he? He was ruthless, very aggressive with his declarations, and clearly England have got a really good mentality. It's a mentality that might not always work and it might not always pay off for us. And to be honest, I don't mind that mentality. You know, it's one thing to do it in Pakistan against Pakistan. But as an England cricket fan, I'm a little bit worried about the Ashes because, like, we're looking good and we've got some good momentum. I really like Stokes' captaincy. But it's a high-risk, high-reward strategy. I sort of feel like going on the offensive, I feel like it's going to bite us at some point. But I like it so far. It's worked really, really well. Who am I to doubt Stokes? One of our great sportsmen and one of our greatest ever cricket players. So, I mean, it feels all good at the moment. I'm just worried that it's going to bite us in the backside at some point. That's all. So, yeah, I like it. Hard not to, isn't it? Exciting, attacking cricket. Breaking news, WWE NXT is going back on the road next month. He is little Jimmy, says Tony. Oh, has he been sending you pictures? Old Big James Chadwick been sending you some images. I've tweeted you Osprey's United Empire shirt as well. Let's have a look. Oh, Heather. Love. I didn't expect that from you. I didn't expect that from you. I mean, fair play, you know. I'm just grateful that it's not another James Chadwick picture, but honestly, guys, I need to make this very clear. Can you stop sending nudes over Twitter, right? Can you please stop doing that? I know it's funny, right? And we've all having a laugh about it, but geez, there's some people you just don't expect that from. Some people that you don't expect that from. Fair play. I've given it a like though, Heather. Certainly appreciate it more than the ones that James sends over. Let's put it that way. Oh, Big James Chadwick. Going strong might be pushing it, says Dortnight. Dasher Dog said, what is your score prediction? I'm going to go with 2-0. 2-0 to Portugal. I'm going to go 2-0. Ball being played forward down the line. headed into the Portuguese half. And it goes out. Oh, you've seen it, James. OMFG, says James. I didn't think I'd retweeted it. Bonkers says, Heather, what did you do? Listen. All you need to know is that Heather is a very attractive young lady. That's all you need to know. And I've seen the evidence. Ball in the middle of the park. Here's Portugal. Portugal coming forwards. Going down that left-hand side. Bruno Fernandes is going to be a little troublemaker, isn't he? Little troublemaker. Ball being played into the middle. Goes over to the right-hand side. So 2 minutes in, and Portugal have got the ball. They're looking very comfortable. Lovely little pass into the centre. Into the penalty area. Just gets away from Portugal, but already they're getting into the penalty box within the first couple of minutes. 1-1 Portugal, 2-1 extra time, said Brasso. Flybirds Fly said 2-1 or 3-1 Portugal, but I think 2-0 as well. Ball gets away from Portugal. Portugal are the team that I'm expecting England to have to face if they get past France. There's Santos. He had to make a big call. Fernando Santos. Ball is in the Portuguese half. Switzerland pick it up. Down the line, being chased after, but Portuguese defence looks like it's going to be there. They're going to deal with it. Is that Mbolo going down? Bolo going down, grabbing hold of his throat. Come on, Portugal, said Legend Killer. Days, this is hilarious. It's incorrect, but it is hilarious. Listen, I'm only judging the pictures that have been sent. And, you know, all I'm saying is you've kept yourself in great shape, mate. That's all I'm going to say. You've done a great job keeping age at bay. A battle that I lost many years ago. Baby Metal, Suxer's girlfriend. Okay, Chris, I have no idea what you're on about then. This is the second time I've read about Baby Metal, and I have no idea what that's got to do with anything, to be honest. But someone out there might know the reference. And when it comes to Baby Metal, I could be in the minority here. Ball is bouncing around and it goes out. Did you manage to get some grubs? I got a quick sandwich. And when I say a quick sandwich, it was bread, butter on, and it wasn't even spread very evenly. And then a bit of like just chicken that was already cooked, pre-cooked chicken. Chuck that on, had it, and that was it. So at least I don't have my hunger pains now. I was going through hunger pains. And that's probably not true. I was just hungry. But, yeah, I did manage to have a quick sandwich. We've had 200 votes. Let's get rid of that so we can see the chat again. Boom. Ball on the edge of the area. Ooh, dancing away. Here's Switzerland. And it goes straight out there by Mbolo. Heather says, I'm dying. I turned 50 in January. Mate. You need to tell me your skincare secrets then, because what I just saw, thought it was a 21-year-old. I must admit, this is all starting to get a little bit pervy now. So I am having to pick my words very carefully. I mean, I saw James Chadwick's picture. I didn't think that was a 21-year-old. You're coming up to 50, aren't you, James? I mean, like, judging by your picture. Honestly. I didn't know wrinkles could have wrinkles. 3-2 Portugal, says Heather. CM Chris said, what is going on? What is going on? Well, I'll tell you what's going on. Spain are out of the World Cup. That's what's going on. And right now we're in the 7th minute. And we've had no shots on target here. We did get Portugal going into Switzerland's penalty box in the first couple of minutes. But ball up in the air. Bounces. Headed forward down the line. Comes over to the left-hand side. Switzerland on the ball. Switzerland going from left to right. Portugal going from right to left. Switzerland in white. Portugal in their home colours, of course. Very calm there by the defence. The goalkeeper played it out to the centre-back. The centre-back just knocked it back. There was Portuguese players all around. Here come Switzerland. Surging forwards. Again, gets played back. Going to look to play it down the line. It goes out. Hi, Boomers TV. Who will win? France versus England? We don't know. I think it's going to be very close, and I'm keeping everything crossed for England. But I think if you used to ask most people, they would say France. I think Mbappe is that difference maker. I think if Mbappe wasn't in that team, then I think people would say England. So it's Mbappe that is that difference maker, but he's a hell of a difference maker. Ball has gone all the way back to the Swiss goalkeeper. We're 8 minutes into this one now. Down it goes. Here is the Portuguese player coming in. Portuguese player. Rory said, when are British folks going to open up some dispensaries? Dispensaries? What the hell's a dispensary? What the hell is that? Boomer said Nick Aldis is all elite. Is that true? Is he? I'm calling shenanigans. I can't find anything about Nick Aldis going to AEW, says Heather. Got conflicting reports. Nick Aldis signing with AEW. That would be a really good signing. That would be a really good signing. Ball goes all the way back to their keeper, but Switzerland looking to keep the pressure on. We're in Portugal's half, and the ball goes out of play. Nick Aldis is all elite, says who? Ten minutes in. Referee coming over, just saying, trying to settle things down. James said there's nothing on Twitter. Well, it's probably just fake news then. God knows there's enough of it about. Ball gets cleared from the Portuguese defence. It's still in play. Switzerland keep the ball in. They're in Portugal's half. Goes back to that Swiss defence. Switzerland knocking it back to the keeper. Comes back to the Swiss player. Goes back to the keeper. This is actually our last game. Oh, my God. This is our last game. This is our last game for a couple of days. There is no World Cup tomorrow. And there is no World Cup on Thursday. That's mental, innit? That is mental. No World Cup tomorrow or on Thursday. God, I might actually be able to put up a toy hunt that I recorded about 3 weeks ago. Ball coming over onto the wing. It's bouncing around. Gets played back. I should do that Thursday, thinking about it. Breaking news. Ernest is all elite. Oh, God, yeah. I need to watch that film. Keeping it in. I bet I'd watch those Ernest films now and just not find them that funny, actually. Because I watched them when I was young, and you find everything funny when you're a kid. So we are into 11 minutes. There was a ball played over, but it was way over hit. Do it for Bitcoin, said Peter. Farouk says, yes, toy hunts. Yeah, there's one that's been recorded ages ago. So we'll look to put that up on Thursday. I can definitely see that going up on Thursday, definitely. I've been doing a lot of toy hunting, and I've had some great success, says Irish Rebel. Very good. There's some good stuff out there at the moment. They had the greatest hits in store in Smith's, and it had things like Rikishi. Some really interesting figures. If Oldest went anywhere, I would prefer Impact, says Hannah. James is coming up 69. If you know, then you know. I think everyone knows what you mean there. Don't think there's a single person in the world that wouldn't know what you meant there. Aldis probably will go back to Impact, says Melissa. Days Ronaldo or Messi? I've always said Ronaldo, but I can't say that now. Certainly at this point, it's Messi. Here comes Portugal, but Switzerland are going to mop it up. It's cleared into the middle of the park. Portugal playing the ball back. Switzerland have been able to get back into a decent defensive shape. Surging forward now is Bernardo Silva. Dallo plays it forwards. Battling away. Kanji, ball comes forwards. Gets knocked over. And there's twisting, turning, and that ball goes out. I'm only watching the first half because I need to get some sleep, says Thruka. Dark Angel said, Ernest Saves Christmas and Ernest Scared Stupid are hilarious. I always try to watch one Christmas film every year. I mean, I don't make like a thing of it, but I do try to watch one. Last year I watched Deck the Halls, and I must admit, it did get me into the Christmas spirit. It did get me into like a Christmas mood. So maybe Ernest Saves Christmas is the one I'll watch this year. I do like Christmas films. I do like them. They're very good at getting you into, you know, the festive spirit. But I think I've seen all like the big funny ones, the big ones that everyone's like seeing. I think I've seen all of those. Portugal have got the ball in the own half. Michael said Die Hard is the best Christmas movie. Fernandez plays the ball down the left-hand sides. Again, going over to the right. We're into the 14th minute and still no shots on target. I'm the same. Usually only one Christmas film a year, says Sterling. What did you watch last year, Sterling? Oh, the ball runs through the... through all of the defenders and doesn't reach any attacker either. That could have been dangerous if someone had got on the end of that. Ball coming over to the left-hand side. Looking to play it in. Tackle. Yeah, I watched Deck the Halls last year. It was just on TV. It was really late at night, and I have no idea why I wasn't streaming. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning or something. And Deck the Halls came on. So I started watching that whilst... It must have been like a Thursday night maybe when I do my UFC research. And I ended up watching it. And it's not the greatest film, but it definitely got me in the mood. Die Hard's not a Christmas film. And Bruce Willis even said it's not a Christmas film. Throok said, I love the first two Home Alone films. I watched Gremlins for Christmas, says Tortnight. Haven't seen that in years and years and years and years and years. I can't say I've got a desire to see it. I feel like it's probably a good family film type thing that's maybe... I don't know, maybe I would enjoy it. I'm not sure. Maybe I would enjoy it again. I haven't seen it since I was young. One Christmas film a year. I've already watched Nightmare Before Christmas, Grinch, Elf, Home Alone 2, because I love Piers Morgan in it. Piers Morgan's in Home Alone 2. Is he? Ball is... do you mean Donald Trump? Donald Trump's in Home Alone 2. Michael O'Neill set to return as Northern Ireland manager. Die Hard is most definitely a Christmas movie, said Nosmo. Dark Angel said controversy, but A Christmas Story sucks. Do you know what? I've never seen Christmas Story. That's one that I've not seen. I enjoy the Santa Claus ones. They're good. I did used to like Elf, but it's not as keen on it anymore. National Lampoons is great. But yeah, I've not seen Christmas Story. I like Jingle All the Way. Oh, Bernardo Silva, ball being played in the middle. No one there. And the Swiss, the ball goes out. Is that going to be a throw into Portugal? We are at the 17th minute. Retribution said, I find actual Christmas Day to be boring, but the lead up to Christmas is what's exciting. Does anyone else feel that way? Oh, it's in! Fancied them to get a goal. Ramos puts it in. That's a lovely finish, you know. That's a lovely finish by Portugal. Ramos scores. That's a lovely finish. They've took a massive step into dreamland. It's a lovely finish, that is. Smashed it into the near post, into the roof of the goal. So it's just a throw-in. Ball comes into the penalty area. He turns. Oh, my God. That's a great finish. Oh, my God. I don't even know how he's managed to squeeze that in. That is a stunning, stunning finish. I mean, I think it actually grazes the post as it goes in. Like, you can't. That could not have gone any other place. If it went a bit lower, the keeper, I'm sure, would have got to it. If it went over that way, it was hitting the post. Ramos scores. Felix with the assist. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I honestly favour Portugal if they don't have Ronaldo. Definitely a candidate for goal of the tournament. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's right in the top corner. I don't know how much power he's put behind that, but he's absolutely rifled it. Wow, Switzerland have got it all to do now. They've got it all to do. Yeah, Summer is shell-shocked. I should imagine that Switzerland are shell-shocked. At least it's come in the 18th minute and not the 88th minute for Switzerland. Free kick given away there, and it's going to be a free kick to Portugal. Absolute rocket, said DB. What a hit. What a goal. Looks like Morocco, Portugal, said Thruka. They're just showing a potential onside, offside. It's well onside. Well onside. Bang. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Every time you see it, it's better. Every time you see it, it is better. Wow. Wow. What else do you say other than wow? I think that is in contention for goal of the tournament. Yeah. Yeah. To be that far out and that wide as well. The angle. The power. The vision. Portugal. Elf is funnier than most, but I watched it for a young blonde Zoe. Ball going down the line, down that left-hand side. Pulled back and cleared by Switzerland. If they concede a second, I mean, Job done then, I think, if they concede a second. And my concern was if they conceded one, then there could be a second, there could be a third. Portugal looking devastating here, you know. Edge of the area, ball in the penalty box. Shot comes in. Straight into the hands of Sommer. Straight into the hands of Sommer. Portugal have got the bit between their teeth. Yeah, hits it. Goes down on the ground. Straight into the hands of Jan Sommer. Well, I don't like the look of this Portugal team. To be honest, I don't like the look of these guys at all. Come on, Portugal, said Legend Killer. I'm going to watch Spirited. It's got Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. I don't know that. Is that a Christmas film? Is that a Christmas film? I've never heard of it. On the inside, played forward, gets knocked back. Here's a long ball going forward, being chased after. Brought down. Shot comes in. Oh, my God. Ramos. This Ramos is a problem. Yeah, Bernardo Silva into Ramos. He gets a little bit fortunate, but he at least he gets his shot off, but it's not a brilliant shot. Imagine if he'd rifled that in then. We'd be talking about one of the world's great strikers. Ball is coming over to the left-hand side. Switzerland have got a whole world of pain right now. Whole world of pain. I'm sure they'll create some chances. They're going to have to put it away when they do. Switzerland get to the ball. Knocked back. Mopped up. Don't forget, the new Santa Claus is on Disney+. Oh, I've not... Yeah. Good shout. That was mentioned last time. I will watch that. I will watch that. The new Santa Claus. I'm going to write it down. New Santa Claus. I want to watch Licorice Pizza as well, which is not a Christmas film, but it's meant to be one of the best films of the year, and it's gone on to Amazon Prime. I did a quick Google search for the best films of the year, and Licorice Pizza, which we've spoke about a bit on the Wrestling Escape Pods. That is meant to be the best film of the year, and it was up for Oscars and all this kind of stuff. And that is one that is gone on to Amazon Prime. So the new Santa Claus movie, I'm going to watch that, and I'll watch Licorice Pizza. I don't watch many films. That might be my couple of films that I watched this year. I think Santa Claus is a series. A series? A Santa Claus series? Oh. The new Santa Claus is a series. The new one is 2 episodes. Oh, okay. So I thought he was going to tell me it was like 12 episodes or something. Like, how are you going to do a 12-episode Santa Claus series? Okay, two episodes. That's fine. That's the same as a film, really, isn't it? It's basically a film. Rather than being a 1 2-hour film, it's 2 1-hour episodes. You can bet the bottom dollar he won't watch it, said Retribution. I mean, there is always a chance that's true, actually. Okay, 25 minutes gone, and 1-0 Portugal, and they deserve it. I'm amazed that their expected goals is only 0.15, to be honest. They've had 3 shots and 3 shots on target. England, France, this Saturday. Oh, my God. What day is it? Tuesday. Oh, my God. In Bellingham, we trust. Would you sign Santa for Man United if he had a clause in his contract? Swiss player is down. Bob Newhart isn't in me last time I checked, says Buddy the Elf. Class film. Terrifier 2, said DB. What's that? Here we go. We got the Swiss bringing the ball out from the back. Again, coming over to that right-hand side. The World Cup. The World Cup. So weird to watch a World Cup in England just not be completely overshadowed. Going down the left-hand side and, battling away. It's a horror film. Oh, I've not heard of it. It's 4 episodes and they're 30 to 35 minutes. Do it for Swiss cheese. Just woke up. How did Portugal score? And did Ronaldo sign with someone? Don't think so. I haven't heard that he signed with someone, but the rumours are he's going to Saudi Arabia. And what was it? How did they score? It's an amazing goal, actually. It's inside the penalty area. Ramos is being driven out quite wide to the point where you don't think he would take a shot, but he does, and it goes right in the corner. I think it even grazes the post as it goes in. But it's so direct and straight and true and powerful. It's an amazing finish. It's an amazing finish. If Switzerland can just keep this at 1-0, that it's not the end of the world for them. It's not the end of the world. Feels a little bit like it is, but it's not the end of the world. Do it for the Swiss Army knives, says Dark Angel. And then Ryan copied. Come on, Ryan. Come on, Ryan. You can come up with your own comments. You don't need to copy the ones just above. Ball comes all the way back. Saudi America team make over 200 million a year for Ronaldo. You mean Saudi Arabia? Guys, is it Saudi America now? Is it Saudi America? Is it the United States of Saudi America? I never knew that. I wasn't aware that you lot had changed your name or that you'd been took over. Wow, he's doing really well there, Mbolo, but he gets fouled, and it's going to be a free kick. Do it for the Swiss clean air, says DB Mikey. Saudi America. It's my new favorite country. Saudi Arabia. It feels like Saudi America, says Michael. USSA. That's shockingly close to USSR, isn't it? USSA. 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 I love the USSA. Free kick to Switzerland. There's a 3-man wall. Let's have a look and see if they can... I don't think he'll shoot from here. It probably is shooting range, in all fairness. It's quite a way out, though. That's going to have to be a flipping rocket, isn't it? Yeah, he's gone for it. Oh, it's just wide. I think the keeper had it covered. Are they saying that he did touch it? Did he touch it? They've got a corner from it. So Switzerland have got a corner. Half an hour has gone. Switzerland corner. Here we go. Ball about to be played in. Oh, it's kept short. Doesn't beat the first man. That's disappointing. Ball is hooked back in. Side. Is Saudi America better than Scotland? Well, they're both great countries, in all fairness. I do love Scotland and I do love Saudi America. I think it's so great that we don't bother with real countries now. We just create our own. What a wonderful world we're creating. Very good. The Kingdom of the United States of Saudi America, says Nidula. Ball is up in the air. Comes down on the right-hand side. Any team is better than Scotland. I'm going to watch Violent Night. It's like Santa becoming John Wick. I don't know that that's my kind of thing, to be honest. I want a nice Christmas film that's going to put me in a Christmas spirit. That doesn't sound like it. Well, it does sound like it, actually. I'm going to watch Violent Night. Just a shame Ronaldo had to turn into a total tool at the end of his career, said Nosmo King. Do it for Lint Chocolate, said Dark Angel. Ball in the middle, goes wide. Goes wide. Is Violent Night only in theatres, says Heather. It is a new film, isn't it? I believe. I don't think it's been and gone yet. It's a Christmas film and it's starring David Harbour. Yeah, but isn't it like knife crime and all this, like knife murdering and all that? It's not what I want. But enjoy it. Right, here we go. Corner to Portugal. 33rd minute. We've got 12 minutes left. Ball being played in. Over the top. Headed towards goal and it's in. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. Pepe scores. Heartbreak for the Swiss. Heartbreak for the Swiss and anyone that was hoping for another upset. Portugal looking good. Ronaldo with a smile on his face has come over to celebrate with the team. Ronaldo has got a smile on his face. So it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes needed him to get some points. Pepe. Michael said bye-bye, Switzerland. It's his first international goal for more than 4 years. Pepe scores. Oh, Pepe. Big lead. It's going to be really hard to see Switzerland come back now. Really hard. Pepe, 39 years old. It's a rise of the boomers. Some physical problems cast doubt on his presence, but the Sheriff doesn't turn his back on a challenge and is always available to repay Portugal for the way he was received when he left Brazil. When I arrived in Portugal, I was at the airport and I only had €5. I could buy a phone card and call my mom, or I could buy something to eat. I decided to call my mom. Then, hungry, I went to a fast food store and asked the employee if he had anything. He offered me a baguette. That gesture stayed with me for the rest of my life. I am what I am because Portugal gave me everything. He revealed he was a spoiled young man, and age 17, he still slept alongside his mother sometimes, which makes him smile when he thinks of the contrast with his bad boy image on the pitch. Pepe. 39 years old, coming up with a goal at the World Cup. Born in Brazil. But only ever played for Portugal and has played for Portugal since 2007. That's amazing, isn't it? He's played for Portugal since 2007. He's played 132 times. He scored 8 goals. 8 goals. 9 goals now, probably. Right, Switzerland playing the ball back. They've got to get a goal. They've got to get back into this. 1 goal's not that bad, but this is 2 goals is a bit of a mountain. Heather said, that is creepy. Too much info for me. It's a bit creepy, isn't it? Messi, the GOAT, is carrying his country. Portugal better without Ronaldo. The Swiss defence is like cheese. There's loads of holes in it, said Ryan. Ronaldo getting ready to have these guys carry his bags for him. So all of you thought Portugal was just Ronaldo. Surprise, surprise, said the Afster. Ball coming over to the left-hand side. Ball goes out. Martin said, one of my favourite Christmas films is Trading Places. I always watch that every Christmas. Ah, that's a good film. That's a good film. I like that one. Always makes me think of, it's a bit similar like to Brewster's Millionaires or Brewster's Millions. I always put those two in like a similar kind of bracket. But I do like those. Man, they just don't make those kind of family films anymore. Here's Fernandez. Ball is up in the air, headed towards goal. It's cleared away. Off the line, like Switzerland really could have done with that going in. Switzerland really could have done with that going in, but I think it was Dallo, maybe. So, ball coming over to the right-hand side. Played into the middle. It's up in the air. He tries to head it towards goal. It does get past the keeper, but there's a couple of defenders on the line. Bop. I agree. Trading Places was amazing, and Brewster's Millions are both great films. Is them benching Ronaldo a tactic to make Brazil scared, knowing they would win? What? They're on different sides of the draw, so Brazil don't need to think about Portugal until the final. Brazil are thinking right now about Croatia, and then after that, probably Argentina. If you watch the trailer for Violent Night, it's so stupid, but you want to see it, says Tharuka. I've got both Spain and Switzerland in the sweepstakes, said Martin. Oh, not a great day for you, Martin. Not a great day so far. I'm surprised they still play Trading Places, but it is a great film, said James. Best movie ever made is called Powder, said John Boy's Heart. What's that about? John Boy's Heart, what's Powder about? Brasso said Portugal getting easy games all the time. Well, I must admit, Switzerland have not looked great at times here. Have you seen West Side Story? No. I've never seen West Side Story, let alone any, like, the film of it. Come on, Portugal, said Legend Killer. Portugal have got the ball in their defence. They're into the 40th minute. 2-0 is a mountain. Ball is going back to the Portuguese defence. Headed away from the back line. It's up in the air. Switzerland trying to build some up, but just can't get onto the end of the ball, man. They just cannot get onto the ball. They're saying that Portugal have grown into the game, but they've had 4 shots on target and their XG is still only 0.17. Doesn't make any sense to me, that doesn't. How's it only 0.17? Oh, there we go. So it's updated to 0.43. Still quite low, though. Here is Portugal playing the ball over to the right-hand side. In the middle. Oh, that was poor by Fernandez. Put way too much on that. That was poor. Sailed over everyone's heads and went straight out. Did you crack Shutter Island from the start? No. No. Won't ruin it. It's a great film. Jules said, do you watch Walking Dead? Love it. Love Walking Dead. Watched it all. It's great. Sean Patrick's 1993 Powder. Please watch it. Yeah, but what's it about? What's it about? You might say it's about a heartbroken sheep. And then I'd definitely watch it. How was Raw? It was about 7 out of 10. It was all right. It was all right. Powder is a guy that gets shocked by lightning, says Michael. It's about a guy that gets hit with lightning. Edge of the area coming over, down. It sounds like surely it's about drugs. Surely. If you've got a film called Powder, then I'm thinking it's about either drugs or drag queens. Or maybe both. Drag queens on drugs. Lovely through ball. That's amazing. Oh, great save. Oh, wow. What a through ball that was. Yeah, that was beautiful. It's going to be a yellow card for Shaw. He misses the next match. Comes into Ramos. Ramos, oh, God, it's fingertips, man. Fingertips by Sommer. We're in the 43rd minute. So Ali McCoy said he's just so surprised at the defending that he's seen from Switzerland. Ball coming back. Dinked into the penalty box. Back post. It's up in the air. Oh, they collide. And I think they're going to get it out. There was a real collision there between like the goalkeeper and a defender. And they just couldn't quite get the ball out. God, it's all really scrappy stuff as Portugal are trying to find this third. RuPaul's cracked out drag race. Powder is an angel. He has the highest intellect of any human being, and he hates the way that humans are, says John Boy's Heart. What's the score it's got on Rotten Tomatoes? Not a bad score. 69% from the audience. That's not bad, actually. That's out of 50,000 ratings. So to have 50,000 ratings and your score be pretty much 70%. That's actually not bad. Okay. There we go. Powder, if you want something a little bit different. Drag queens on drugs. I would watch that, says Louis. Watch About Time. It's a great comedy, said Jules. Not really a film person, if I'm going to be completely truthful. I've already got my 2 films down. Well, actually, no, I've only got one. The other's a TV series, isn't it? Here's Portugal again, trying to find a way of creating some space, but well defended that time by Switzerland. And the ball goes down the line. They're just getting battered, man. 4 added minutes. This really feels like a third Portuguese goal is coming rather than a Swiss goal. Ball getting played over to the right-hand side. Days, my girlfriend texted her ex saying, I don't know how to tell you this, but I have a lot of things for you and I want to get back together. What do I do? Do I confront her and ask her about it? Yeah. Your girlfriend got in touch with her ex and said she has feelings for that person. I mean, yeah, I'd say that's not great news. I think you can definitely file that under unfortunate. Unfortunate news to receive. I never got over Full Metal Jacket was filmed entirely in the UK, said John Boy Hearts. I didn't know that either, actually. Ledger Killer said 4 minutes left. Bray, Alexa, Vincent, Bo, Bateman, and Eric make Wyatt 6, says A1. Don't know. We don't even know if there is a Wyatt 6. He trademarked a Wyatt 6, but I think that was before he rejoined WWE, so we don't know that it is actually going that way. But if it is going that way, then those are names that have been like circulating around for quite a while. Steve and Larson are live on YouTube. Read my last comment. There's a new film coming out called Cocaine Bear. Yes, you heard it right. It's a true story about a bear when it did cocaine. I can't imagine a bear doing cocaine without some humans being involved. So that feels a little bit like, unless he... No. I was going to say, unless he just randomly found it and took it, but... Here's Portugal taking a shot and it goes over the bar. Goes straight over the bar. This game feels like England and Senegal. Dark Angel said, ask her sister out. Ask her sister out. Her sister is 6. Okay, definitely don't do that. When he was shooting from the helicopter into rice paddies, that was in the Norfolk Broads. Interesting. I didn't know it was all filmed in England, in the UK. That's crazy. Right, Switzerland trying to find a through ball. Oh, no joy, no joy. Right, 3 minutes gone. Three minutes gone so far. Okay, they're just showing some replay of the goals. Martin said Green Book could be considered a Christmas film because of the ending. It's brilliant and it's well worth a watch. 30 seconds to go. Felix playing the ball over to the right-hand side. Got about 10 seconds or so. Ball gets played back. I feel like this is going to be it. I think they're just seeing out these final few seconds in this Portuguese defence, but excellent play by Portugal. There it is. There it is. Excellent play by Portugal. That first half absolutely belongs to them. Really not much from Switzerland. There's going to have to be a hell of a turnaround in this second half if Switzerland are going to get back into this. And we really could be looking at Portugal versus Morocco. England versus France. One of those 4 teams could be going through to the World Cup final. England, France, Portugal, Morocco. Have you seen Shawshank Redemption? It's one of my favourite movies of all time, says Thruka. Have I seen Shawshank Redemption? I have. It's very good. I enjoyed it. I wasn't crazy about it. I enjoyed it. I think I just like I like documentaries and stuff like that, you know. I've come to the conclusion I'm not really a film person. There's not really many films that I love that I would just swoon over. There really isn't. I'm much more of a TV person. Peter said England, Portugal, or England, Morocco. What do you prefer? England, Morocco. Half time, Portugal 2, Switzerland 0, said Ledge Killer. Yep. Bang. Green Book is a good film. Portugal in complete control, said Dort Knight. Documentaries. What? I love documentaries. Free Girls in U City. Oh, I love U City. I think U City is part of Saudi America. Yeah, I love documentaries. I love documentaries because they're things that really happen. So you don't have to, like, wonder if that would happen. It happened. And also there's like loads of like amazing stories and things that have really happened in the world. So yeah, I love documentaries. Do you like true crime? Yep. I'm an addict. Not sure if that's a worry or not, says Louis. Nah, there's a reason why there's so much true crime around. That's because people are fascinated by it. So, yeah, I do like true crime. It's half time, so good night, says Tharuka. Good night, Tharuka. Shawshank is a great film. It is the highest IMDb rated of all the films, says Martin. Peter is saying Mariah Carey or Michael Bublé. Which one do you hate more? What's the Michael Bublé one? What's the Michael Bublé one? Is it Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas? Have yourself. In my head, that's what he sings. A merry little Christmas. I don't mind that. It's a nice song. I don't mind Mariah Carey as well. Do you know, I've heard these so many times. I should hate them. Because at Christmas in retail, I mean, you just hammer Christmas songs. But I don't mind them. I don't know. I don't know what it is about them. I don't mind them. I love true crime, but my hubby keeps telling people if he dies, I killed him. Like they would catch me, says Trini. Days, be honest, Ronaldo has to retire. That's been the best first half of the World Cup so far for me, says Asib. I don't know. I don't know if he probably does need to. I don't know. It's so hard. I mean, like, he's still someone that can score goals. He's still someone that can put the ball in the back of the net. You can't blame like a whole team's poor performance on Ronaldo, but yeah, I don't think it's a great surprise they're playing better without him. Do you know what? It'll be fascinating to know the reaction to this. It'll be fascinating to know the Portuguese reaction as well. What do the Portuguese fans think? You know, he is an absolute idol. He will always be an idol in Portugal. He'll be an idol around the world, but it's not just Ronaldo that's struggling to accept this is the career winding down. It's his fans as well. His diehard fans, you know, they will go to war for him. So now it's difficult. It's really difficult. Why would he retire when teams are going to offer him 200 million? I think we mean retire from international level. I can't name a Bublé song. Surely Brazil was better. I think Brazil's the best half I've seen, yes. That first half by Brazil. The only thing I hate about true crime, all the criminals take their phones with them to commit a crime. Like, dude, really? I've watched quite a fair bit of true crime, and I've just come to the conclusion that you're just going to get caught, whatever you do. It's just crazy things like a single hair and DNA from a single hair can get back to you. It's not worth it. Nigel de Jong said, gotta give credit where credit is due. He said, this is the reaction you want to see. You've got to give credit. It was a big call to leave Ronaldo out, and it has worked. Hands down, Fairy Tale of New York's best Christmas song. Oh, yes, definitely. Yeah, it's only had 33 minutes of international football. That goal is insane. Bang. I'm idle. Whenever Ronaldo is on, I switch off in my head. We've just got to appreciate that we still have him, said Andy, and respect him for everything he's achieved, plus the beautiful matches he gave us, but the time has come. Bang, look at that. Yeah, it's a lovely goal. So, at the moment, it is 2-0. And Switzerland are not out of this, but it doesn't feel brilliant, does it? They're going to have to put in a much better performance in that second half. I'm sure they will. I'm sure they'll be driving towards that Portuguese goal and creating some more opportunities than they did in that first. You know, they are not going to want to go home. They're not going to go home with a whimper. But 2-0, I just feel like this is done. But Fairy Tale of New York's been banned on radio. Has it? Why? Why has Fairy Tale of New York been banned? Oh, what are the snowflakes doing now? They've banned Fairy Tale of New York. Oh. NXT will do a premium live event on February 4th called Vengeance Day. There will be another premium live event before Mania, said Easy99. My son doesn't follow any football team. He follows Ronaldo. He is Ronaldo mad. Well, Martin, your son is the problem. Your son is the problem because your son is telling Ronaldo that he's still good and Ronaldo's believing it. And now Ronaldo's having a strop as everyone else is trying to tell him that his career's in decline. You need to sit your son down, have a word, and explain to him that Ronaldo is dead. Ronaldo is dead now. It's done. It's over. Are you guys hyped to see Brazil-Croatia? Hyped for all of the next round games? Yeah, I think any team that's got this far deserves to be here. I think there were some question marks about some of the teams that got through the groups because of teams playing weakened sides in the third group game. So I think that some of the teams that got through maybe didn't deserve to be in the round of 16. But if you won your round of 16 game, well, you deserve it, don't you? You definitely deserve it now. So, yeah, I'm excited for all of the games that are coming up. Alex said, Martin, you have raised a problem. That's right. That's right. That's basically what we're saying. Yeah. Dave said, your son is the problem. Why aren't you talking about Messi? What is there to say? He's still doing great work for Argentina. I don't think Argentina are a better team without Messi. But the argument can be made that Portugal are a better team without Ronaldo. Augustine, are you a Ronaldo fan? Am I sensing a little bit of defending Ronaldo? Like, oh, you say this about Ronaldo, but what about Messi? Because if so, you're the problem. You're the problem. You and Michael's son, both of you are the problem. Ronaldo will be future endeavoured. My girlfriend told me to get a grip. It was nothing serious. I mean, no offense, your girlfriend's a douche. If she sent a message to an ex-partner saying that I've still got feelings for you, and then if she turns around to you and says it's nothing serious, your girlfriend's a douche. And you can let her know that I said that. Portugal looking great without Ronaldo. I'm Portuguese, and I agree with Ronaldo being on the bench. AK, shout out to you. That's interesting. We've got a few Portuguese fans in our chat right now, and that seems to be the consensus, that it's better that he's on the bench. Nosmo said, Edward's girlfriend is playing you like a fiddle. As an outsider, it doesn't seem great, mate, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Call me old-fashioned, but it would be better if your partner wasn't sending messages to their ex saying, I miss you. I've still got feelings for you. And then when you confront them, they turn around and go, it's nothing serious. God, why are you being so dramatic? It's nothing serious. Been that girl, said Louis. Edward, I would think twice about that. If that was my girlfriend, she wouldn't be my girlfriend anymore. David says, run, Edward, run. Hasib said, Days knows everything, but I know more about women than women know about themselves, to be honest. Without bragging, there's a lot of women that come to me for advice about themselves. So, yeah. That relationship is more toxic than Ronaldo and Man United. Days was drowning women in lakes, says Heather. Listen, I only did it twice. Don't make it out like I've got an addiction. I only did it twice. Peter says, I'm the ex. Right. We are about to go back to the second half. Can Switzerland get back into this game? Edward, she doesn't hate you being on streams and watching football and wrestling. Doesn't she hate you being on streams watching football? Yeah. Perhaps the fact that you completely ignore her all the time might be part of the problem. Yes, she does, says Edward. All of a sudden, it might be your fault now. Maybe you're not giving her the attention. Listen, if you want to know a little bit about women, they need attention. They're like plants. They need to be fed, watered. You've got to give them attention. And then if you do all that, they grow. So they're exactly like plants. So if you're not going to give her attention, that's probably why she's off, hitting on other plants. That's basically how it works, mate. More than once is considered serial killing. Not if it's a few years apart. It's all right. I think to be a serial killer, you have to do it like consecutive days. And this was a good couple of years apart, so I'm fine. If you're not happy with your partner, tell them or smack them upside the head. Don't message your ex. I mean, it is true. And if you are going to message your ex, don't go saying stuff like, I've still got feelings for you. Do you know what I mean? And then expect your current partner to be all right with it. Right, here we go then. We're about to get... Don't be dramatic, Edward. You was... we all remember you before you met her. You was... Listen, you was annoying before you met her. You're annoying now. And you'll be annoying after she's gone. These things happen, Edward. These things happen. It's life. Do you like the White Stripes? Yes and no. I liked White Blood Cells. And Elephant, which is the one that I think's got Seven Nation Army on. It's all right. It's pretty good. But that album, White Blood Cells, is amazing. It wasn't their first album, but it was the album that they broke through with. I remember seeing, we have a big newspaper here called The Sun. And for some reason, we used to get The Sun all the time. And I remember there was like a music page, entertainment page. They just had a picture of this band in a really small venue. And the headline next to it was like, is this the most important band in the world? ? And of course, I was into music and everything. So you go, what's this? So you read that and it's all about this like amazing band. 2 people. They create such a massive sound. Meg on the drums, Jack White on the guitar. There's no bassist, but the sound that they can create and the kind of catchy songs that they're coming out with, like, is this the most important band in the world? And then White Blood Cells dropped, and like anyone that was kind of into like the counterculture, anyone that was into their indie music, or just music in general, were like blown away by it. So White Stripes are, I'd say, a cool kids band. It's just amazing that Seven Nation Army is now everywhere. Dun 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 dun. But that's the power of White Stripes. Like Jack White to be able to come up with that riff. You know, you can see why the hype was around him. But then they did stuff after, which I didn't really care for so much. And I listened to some of their earlier albums, and it didn't grab me as much. I think they just hit their stride with White Blood Cells. And as I said, Elephant was pretty good, the follow-up. I thought The Sun was a tabloid. It is. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest, between a tabloid and a newspaper. What's the difference? What's the difference between a tabloid and a newspaper? I mean, we had it come through the post. We used to get it delivered every day. Tabloid is a compact page-size newspaper. Red top tabloid. Yeah. Tabloid journalism. The style emphasizes as sensational crime stories, gossip columns. Yeah, it was all that stuff. It had the big stories in it as well, of course. But, yeah, I mean, it certainly wasn't the flipping Financial Times. I'm never annoying. If I was Edward, I'd kick that hoe straight out the door. What? And then you would shout. Ball being played back. Other papers are broadsheets. Oh, well, the Sun's are tabloids. I don't really know what the difference is, but I have heard them being referred to as a tabloid. A broadsheet makes it sound like you open it up like that, like broadsheet. And maybe tabloid is something more to do with like tablet-sized. Perhaps it's more the size of the paper. Don't know. Certainly wasn't one of them. I've never read one of them. I couldn't read one of them. You know, one of them big newspapers. I'd feel very important if I did. Louis said 99.9% of people bought it for page 3. We didn't. It was our family newspaper. Like, my mum would read it, my dad would read it, I would read it. Yes, there was boobs on page 3. But I think that's what helped me understand women so much. From a young age, I had access to boobs. Edge of the area by Portugal. It's played to the back post, but cleared by Switzerland. John, boy, shout out to you. Shout out to you. It's in. That's there. Oh, my God, they're going to kill him now. I mean, they're killing him anyway. It's a third. Ball comes in near post. Pa, 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 pa. Oh, it looks like Ramos has scored. Ramos has scored again. Oh, my God. They might have just stumbled. They might have just found a flipping goal machine. He is. He's ticking all the boxes, this kid. He's ticking all the flipping boxes. And they know that in the next round, they've got Morocco. God damn. A Morocco that's just been absolutely pushed to the limit and shattered. So, ball is slightly deflected as it's played in, but he gets on the end of it. Have a look, shall we? What does he... Who gets the assist? So it's Ramos scoring. Smile on his face. Who got the assist? 51st minute. And that's it. I mean, that's it, innit? There ain't no way that Switzerland come back from 3-0 down now. It's Dallo. Dallo with the assist. That'll please a few people. Dallo. What's the video for the wet? Oh, it was, I don't even know if we've received any, actually. It was all to do with where you lived. What's your favourite part of where you live? It was going to be that. But I need to have a look and see if we've actually received any. But it's all right, because I've got plenty of stuff planned for tonight. Sommer is not having a good game, said Alex. Nice goal. Wes said all over, but the crying bonkers. The crying bonkers. I am a sad panda, said Heather. I expected Portugal to win, but not like this. James said, yes, Dallo assist. Get in. LFG. Shot, and it goes wide. Legend Killer says, game over for Switzerland. Easy99 said, imagine the girlfriend breakup live in this chat. If you went to the Sun for info on Women Days, you are sadly misled. Heather said, come on, the Swiss. At least get one goal. Right, here we go. Is this going to be a corner? Looks like it is. It's just relentless, man. It's just relentless. Portugal have looked like one of the best teams in this round of 18. And against the Swiss side, which a lot of people thought would be able to cause an upset. I must admit, I was looking at it as a potential upset. But I think as soon as Morocco beat Spain, I just thought Switzerland aren't going to do it. That's the upset. I don't think we get two upsets in one day. Right, we're getting some changes. Freuler and Sal are going off. So Freuler and Sal were not even 10 minutes into the second half here. Zakaria and Seferovic coming on. A lot of glum Swiss faces there. So looks like we're going to have Morocco versus Portugal. France versus England. Netherlands versus Argentina, and Brazil versus Croatia. The winner is going to come from one of those 8 teams. 8 teams left. I can send a video about where I live next week, said Edwards. I don't know, to be honest, because we might move on. We might move on to something different. Let's see what happens tonight. Heather said, what is it about the Latin teams? With a few exceptions, the Latin teams are absolute beasts. Ball being played forwards. They've got lots of room. Oh, it could be worse. Oh, and it is worse. Oh, my God. They might be about to murder Switzerland. Oh, my God. It's 4. It's 4, and Ronaldo is not even on the pitch. It is Rafael Guerrero. And Ramos got the assist. Ramos was the assister. They're saying that the Swiss are just absolutely all over the place here. Absolutely all over the place. Little back heel. Bang. Straight in. Guerrero gets the goal, and it is now 4-0. At what point are they going to stop? At what point is this mauling going to end? 4-0. Oh, and of course they'd be on England's side. Of course they'd be on England's side. So if England want to win the World Cup, chances are they've got to get past France, this Portugal team, and then maybe Brazil in the final. Days always cuts out when someone scores. Brian says it's going to end in about 40 minutes. Peter said Ronaldo is laughing with one eye and crying with the other. Ramos has more goals than Ronaldo at this World Cup, says Easy99. Oh, back post, and it's in by Switzerland. A corner to the back post, and Switzerland knock it in. Oh my God, what is this game? They said it's difficult to believe it's going to be the start of any kind of comeback, but the ball is played over to the back post, and it's knocked in at the back post. Come on, Switzerland. Come on, Switzerland. Come on. Here we go. Come on, Switzerland. I tell you what, if they get 3 more goals here, it's a Kanji that scores. A Kanji. It's funny because, like, it feels like we're towards the end of the game. We've still got half an hour. God, they're so far away. They need to score another goal just to get to where they were at half time. And even then, we said there was a mountain to go. 4-1. 4-1. What do they do? What can they do? 4-1. Finally, Switzerland at least make it look good. Yellow. Who's that for? Swiss player. Well, at least they've got a goal. I wonder how Switzerland reacted to that goal. Yeah. Portugal play my type of football. If they win the World Cup playing world-class attacking football, that style should be the norm for all teams to play to take the game to the next level, says David. Dark Knight said, I'm worried about Portugal. We would dip them up. Rip them up. I'm not worried about Portugal. We would rip them up. Will you keep an eye on NXT Deadline whilst doing UFC 282? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, like, it'll be a bit difficult because... I mean, it'll be difficult. Simple as that. It'll be difficult because the thing with UFC is it can end at any time. So it sort of demands your attention. So I'd have to lean towards no. Sonny said, I actually didn't think Marola would win. Congratulations to them. I thought Switzerland would have been leading, but very nice for them leading Mortlar. Marola, I didn't have a clue what you was on about them. Rodriguez, ball coming over. Oof, bounces off the defender. If they score again now, might be interesting. Might be interesting. Sonny, hope you're well. Kanji on the ball. Shaqiri. Ball in the middle. Switzerland have got another corner. Go on, Switzerland. Go on, Switzerland. If they score now, this would be hysterical. Is Triple T busy on Saturday night? He might be able to do NXT. Maybe I could ask him. Ball being played into the middle, headed clear by Portugal. It's up in the air, bouncing around, back into the mixer. But no one there. This could be a nervous ending, said Melissa Rose. I'm doing all rightish. France, Portugal, then Brazil for England to win a World Cup. Easy peasy. Bring it on. Bellingham will rip through all of these. Bernardo Silva's just a Jude Bellingham wannabe. William Carvalho's just a Jude Bellingham wannabe. Kylian Mbappe is just a Jude Bellingham wannabe. Neymar is just a Jude Bellingham wannabe. Cristiano Ronaldo is just a Jude Bellingham wannabe. Lionel Messi is just a Jude Bellingham wannabe. It'll be fine. As long as you got Jude Bellingham, it'll be fine. Do you give Cristiano Ronaldo a run out for this final part of the game? That's what the commentators are asking. Ball being played in the middle. It's up in the air. Is Federer playing? No. No, they should have called him up, in all fairness. He is a proven winner. And he looks great in a headband. Joint. Bellingham will make them look like school kids. Yes. Brian said it would have to get to 4 or 3 before I say I'm interested. And before the 80th minute, the 4th for Porty boy was disastrous for this game being competitive. Yeah, I mean, right now, this is basically 3-0. And even at 3-0, you would say they're pretty much dead. So that goal was, nice for them. And you've got to score that to get, obviously, back to even standing a chance getting a leveler. But right now, this is just not even amounting. This isn't even amounting. They're on different planets. Bring on Cesaro. Oh, I bet Cesaro's gutted. I bet Cesaro is absolutely gutted. Dasher Dog said, what's the NXT card for Saturday? I don't know, because I'm not doing it. So I don't need to worry about it. I'm sure they'll talk about it tonight. Do it for Albert Einstein. Sonny said, I brought myself a little Christmas present from Hot Topic. I bought a King Joker Funko Pop Con exclusive. Never thought to look on the Hot Topic website. Claudio will put a giant swing on this Swiss team. Putting Ronaldo in my dream team for Kane was a stroke of genius, said Dortmund. How have we got 4 Portugal goals and none of them are by Fernandes? Flipping annoying. He managed to get 1 assist, so at least I've got some points. I need Portugal to get 2 yellows and it ain't happening, said DB. From what I remember, he was gutted the last time, says Heather. Oh, yeah, I mean, he'll be gutted. His team are about to go out the World Cup. We've got 25 minutes. And it's so painful as well, because there's so much time. There's so much time. You've just got all this time to watch your team just struggle. It's cruel, man. All this time to watch your team just run around like headless chickens trying to score a goal, which they might get another one. They might get another 2, but I don't see them getting another 3. Ball is on the right-hand side, trying to get it in, whipping it. It goes out. Is that going to be a throw? They said just to keep people a bit fresh, you might have to... Oh, my God, what was that? What was that? Tried to cross the ball and it went... I mean, if they're on different planets, then Shaqiri just tried to get the ball to that other planet. It just went into the stratosphere. Vargas is being substituted for Switzerland. So Vargas is coming off, and coming on is Okafor. Okafor. Is Ronaldo going to come on? This is the question. Is Ronaldo coming on? Days, hope all is well with England Law. Isn't it Englaw? England Law. Here's Portugal. Oh, through! Trick! Hat trick for Ramos! Oh, my God! Wow. 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 They started him, and he's gone and got a hat trick. He's gone and got a hat trick. They're saying they think there'll be a check, though. I think there's going to be a check. Ah, he might lose his hat trick. I'm gonna just wait. Gonna just wait. Three goals in 3 matches. Are they gonna give it him? He looks all right, you know. He looks all right to me. Bang. Might as well end the stream, said Ace. Switzerland just isn't feeling oozy. Well, I mean, the problem is they've gone and found a flipping goal machine, haven't they? Turns out that they've got a flipping goal machine in their team, which I don't even think they knew they had. Imagine imagine in your team you've got Harry Kane and you didn't even know he was there. Imagine having Lewandowski and just turns out he's been on your bench all this time. Ramos in the 17th minute. Ramos in the 51st minute. Ramos in the 67th minute. How are you going to drop him? How are you going to drop him? Ronaldo's out the team. Ramos scores a hat-trick. Running Turtle said, is there a mercy rule yet? There should be. I don't feel like I need to sit here for another 20 minutes now. Unless Ramos is going to get 4, 5. Do you know what? Actually, he's scored 3 now. The leading goal scorer in the tournament is on 5. Ball coming over to the right-hand side. So Portugal passing it around. Ball is being played over to in the middle. Oh. So long ball over to the left-hand side. It was then played into the centre. Oh, my God. Portugal are looking so good. Fernandez trying to get on the end of that, but no joy. I think Ramos can get that. Honestly, if he scores another one, I don't think he's going to get dropped now. You could even make the argument that right now he's in contention for the Golden Boot. He's right up there in like joint second place. Here's Switzerland going down the left-hand side. Ball in the middle. It's cleared. Portugal are looking good. I wouldn't want to play them in the final if we get there, said DB. Dork Knight said Portugal on fire tonight. Ball goes out. Would you change Saka for Ramos? No. No. He's had an amazing game here, Ramos, but I don't know if this is just him having an amazing game or if he is the arrival of a new, like, megastar. I have no idea. Saka, I know, can do it game in, game out. Switzerland needs to be more aggressive. Someone put Bray Wyatt's logo on screen, said Voltage Rock. Brazil and Portugal have looked the most impressive to me, says Rivi. Ball coming in. Heather said, I would be scared of Portugal. I wouldn't want to play them. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham. Rip them apart. Well, look, they're going to have to get past Morocco, and England are going to have to get past France. And then we'll worry about it. Nederland versus Argelar. I'm hoping that Nederland win for the sake of Austin. Crowlar versus Brazil-La. I say Brazil-La win. Inglar versus France-La. I want Inglar to win. Marola versus Port-La. I say Port-La wins. Who did you say out of Inglar and Franklar? You want Inglar. Okay, good. Correct answer. Ball being played into the other half. Us English ain't scared of anyone. Yeah. All being paid back. We are into the final 20 minutes. There's a big roar. What's that for? Who's coming on? Ronaldo. Big, huge roar. So number 7 is getting ready to come on. So ball goes out. There's a big cheer. There's a big roar. Smile on his face. It's not a bad sub, is it, really? It's not a bad sub to have. Right, okay, so Felix, Ramos, Otavio. So Felix, Ramos, and Otavio coming off. So Ramos, the goal machine. His night is done. And coming on is Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is on. I think has Fernandez come off? No. Horta, Vitina, and Ronaldo are on. Right. Ramos coming off. Let's hope no more goals. There's no room left. Yeah. It's pretty full, isn't it, down there? It's pretty full. I don't know how England could win or actually get to the finals. Look at these teams, says Chops. Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham, Saka, Kane. I fancy England against France. I don't feel wildly confident, but I'm picking them. Pretty sure the Swiss don't riot, says Heather. No. They'll just politely go about their day, I think, the Swiss. They want to derail the Ramos train, said Peter. Ramos coming off. Yep, Ramos off. Imagine if the Swiss start coming back now that Ramos is off and Ronaldo's on. Boom, 5-2. Boom, 5-3. Boom, 5-4. Oh, my God. Where's Ramos? Right. Ball goes all the way back to the Swiss defence. Player goes down. 15 minutes to go. 15. I really love the laughing. It's sticking with me, says Sonny. Portuguese player goes down. Portuguese player went down. Is that going to be a free kick? Should be. It's Bernardo Silva that went down. If we beat France, we can beat Portugal, said Brasso. Best World Cup in Portugal's history was 66. Swiss will be like, oh, damn, we lost. Oh, well. Right, Ronaldo standing over the ball. Yeah, he's got a smile on his face. Got a smile on his face. He's taking some steps back. He's going to fancy this, Ronaldo. He's going to fancy this. Deep breath. Ronaldo standing over the ball. This is what the World Cup's about, really. Arguably the world's most famous player standing over a free kick. Takes it. Hits the wall. Hits the wall. Struck it well, actually. If it had got past the wall, then that was going to cause the goalkeeper a problem, but it just couldn't get past the wall. Trevor's Noah's dad is from Switzerland. David said, look how easy they get goals when quality chances being created. A little eye-opener for humans. Football is an easy game the second you create an effective attacking balanced style of play. Yeah, for all you humans out there. Not the dogs and the cats. You can ignore that. But all you humans out there, listen up. Take notes. Dort Knight said, I honestly don't remember the last time Ronaldo scored a free kick. Ball up in the air and it goes out into the stands. 5-1. 5-1. We've got 13 minutes to go. 13 minutes to go. Right, possession has been quite close, actually. 44% and 45% for the Swiss. Okay, so Switzerland playing the ball in the middle. It comes back over to the left-hand side. Time ticking away. Ball coming over to the right-hand side. Switzerland trying to find... I don't know what they're trying to find. Trying to find a bit of pride. I don't know what they're looking for. I mean, I suppose they could just got to play, ain't they? Play and see if they can score and do whatever, but 4 goals behind with 12 minutes to go. Sommer plays the ball forwards, headed forward by Portugal. Carvalho gets pushed off the ball by Embolo. Embolo trying to play the ball out wide. Shaqiri trying to get onto the end of it. Knocks it back. Can they whip a ball in, maybe? There's a few white shirts in there. Doesn't look like it's going to get through, and it doesn't. Oh, 5-1. A nice new guy is coming to do my floors in 2 weeks. Woo! Sam, shout out to you. Ball is up in the air then. Comes back down. Switzerland heading it forward down that right-hand side, but the flag's up. Flag's up. Portugal is better without Ronaldo, said Resistenica. England versus France on Saturday. I fear for Morocco. Saturday afternoon, apparently. So it's going to be... It's a quick turnaround, isn't it? So it's going to be Portugal versus Morocco on Saturday afternoon. They haven't got long to prepare. In all fairness, Morocco haven't got long to recover. Overhead kick by Embolo was nice. But just went wide. I just got informed that Ronaldo is claiming all of Portugal's goals. Yeah, I need to change all that to Ronaldo, don't I? Dort Knight said Switzerland need to shut up shop now for me. Ramos, yeah, Ramos has killed it, man. It's going to be a corner here for Switzerland. Well, it's been a good day, if you think about it, because we got the incredible drama of the Morocco result. That was incredible. So we've had that. Now we've had a goal fest. I mean, we've enjoyed 6 goals in this game. So we've had like a goal fest as well. So we've had goals, we've had an upset, we've had penalties, we've had the drama of Ronaldo not starting. Like, this has been an incredible day at the World Cup. This has been an incredible day. Ronaldo is the new Verstappen. And then Saturday before the game. So, there's no... Am I right in saying that we've got... Let's have a little look. Am I right in saying that... Let's click on this. Arsenal, Villa, Brighton have got friendlies in Dubai, and they're just waiting for some of their players to drop out of the World Cup. It's not very nice, is it? Premier League starts up on Boxing Day. Okay, so on Friday, we've got 2 quarterfinals. And then on Saturday, we've got 2 quarterfinals. So that means there's nothing on Sunday, which is a bit of a shame. Well, it's a bit of a shame they didn't do Saturday, Sunday, isn't it? Wouldn't it have made sense to have done Saturday, Sunday instead of Friday, Saturday? So, yeah, we've got... on Friday, Croatia, Brazil, Netherlands, Argentina. And then on Saturday, we've got Morocco against Portugal. England, France is actually the last of the quarterfinals. It's the last of the quarterfinals. That means the turnaround is not going to be brilliant. I think it's Wednesday. So England versus France. England have had plenty of time to prepare. There's no excuses. If England go out, just wasn't meant to be. England, France, 7 p.m. on Saturday. Saturday. According to this, the expected goals for Portugal is 2.04. The saying is offside. He scored. It's Ronaldo, but they said long before he was offside. Ronaldo thought he'd scored. Look how offside he is. I'm more onside than Ronaldo. Jeez. Chris said 6-1. Nope. Country mile offsides. Steve said Man United are playing a friendly tomorrow against Cadiz. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. I've heard of Cadbury's. Make lovely chocolate. Legend Killer, shout out to you. Ball goes back to the Portugal defence. We're into the final 5. Final 5 minutes of this one. 5s everywhere. 5 goals for Portugal. 5 minutes left. 5 gold rings. Ball coming over to the right-hand side. Are you doing Raw tonight? Yeah. Yeah, we're all over Raw tonight, mate. All over Raw. Loving that Tuesday Night Raw. Ball on the inside. Good tackle by Portugal. Hey, HJ said at this point, everyone is bullying Ronaldo. He's going to retire after this game. Imagine that Ronaldo comes out and he says, you lot have really disrespected me. I think you've forgotten how brilliant I've been. And you'll miss me when I've gone. And as a result, retiring. I really wasn't a fan of that interview we did. I don't know if that's coming across. I really wasn't a big fan of him doing that. NXT tonight, Tuesday Night Raw, is going to be fun, says Fly Birds Fly. Another 3 hours of Raw on a Tuesday. Yeah.
No, God, please, no. Do
you know what? I hit the wrong button, but that worked better. Another 3 hours of Raw on a Tuesday. I meant to hit the kids cheering button, but I hit the oh God no button. Didn't even mean that one. I didn't even mean that one. Imagine if Ronaldo comes out and he says, "I've decided not to leave Manchester United."
No, God, please, no.
Cadiz are from Spain. They've got a yellow kit, says Dortnight. Alex says you are a true Manchester United fan. Right. We are into the final three. All being played forwards by Switzerland, but Portugal have got it again. They're still looking for goals, you know. Here he is in the middle. No joy. Tell you what, you do look at this, though, and think, would it be the biggest shock in the world if Portugal got to the final? After this performance, no. No. I think they get past Morocco, and then they're in the semi-final. So you look at this, you go, Portugal getting to the final is probably realistic. Would it be the biggest shock if Argentina got to the final? No. They could beat Brazil. We might be getting the final that, like, all the simps are dreaming of. Just got to pray for Bellingham, haven't we? Just got to pray for Bellingham. Sonny said, is Web live or recorded? No, it'll be recorded. We're going to do it recorded going forwards. The quality is just so much better. I know it might lose something, but I think when we premiere it, then you can still have a laugh in the chat whilst it's on, you know? And I think people enjoy doing that. Hi, people. Hello, King Tiger. Ryan says, this game doesn't deserve the extra time. Mbolo is being substituted off, and that is, I've got to think, probably the end of his World Cup, to be honest. 89th minute, losing 5-1. Mbolo goes off and exits the World Cup stage. He applauds the fans. He's very disappointed. Look, he's very disappointed. It's been a tough night at the office, hasn't it, for Switzerland? It's been a tough night, man. Ball played in. Shaqiri whips the ball, goes over to the other side. Yeah, Ty King, shout out to you. Dortnight says, to be fair, when you watch Raw, it's actually a Tuesday, so you always watch on a Tuesday. I need a shut up button, don't I? Shut up! I'll try and get one. I'll jot that down, Dortnight. Tell Dortnight to shut up. Here's Switzerland. Hold up. I just got informed that the Bloodline is claiming all of the Portuguese goals. Good luck getting them off Ronaldo. Ball coming over to the right-hand side. Knocked in the middle. Oh, my God. Right into the middle of the penalty area. Switzerland looked like they were going to get a shot. Maybe make it 5-2. But no. I think they said 4 added minutes. Do you think the Swiss dressing room is full of Toblerones? Don't know. I'd like to think that on the plane back, they'll all be eating a Toblerone crying. Maybe, like, they're crying and they're like... Because it's really hard to bite into a Toblerone, like, because of the dips. And, like, go up here and everything. Imagine trying to eat a Toblerone whilst you're crying. It's just the worst. Feel sorry for them. It must be a nightmare being Swiss tonight. We need to show Morocco some respect. They are my sweepstake team. Jellyhead said, are you doing NXT tonight? Yes. Day's breaking news. Ronaldo is Satoshi Nakamoto. That's big. That is big. Wrestle with Andy. Shout out to you. Hope you've enjoyed this massacre. Oh my God. 6. And it's not Ronaldo. Leao scores, who has not been brilliant at this World Cup, but there's lots of noise around him. That finish is insane, you know. Oh my god. I don't know how you spell his name. Layout. I mean, well, this is a nightmare. I've got to make them all smaller now, ain't I? 92nd minute. This finish is insane. Cuts on the inside. Oh my god. Oh my god. Should Sommer have done? I feel like Sommer should have done Sommer. I feel like Sommer probably should have moved. 6. Guerrero gets the assist. This is very special for Portugal. Portugal are going to be daring to dream after this. Portugal have sent quite the flipping statement. 6. Why can't they be on Brazil's side of the draw? Why can't it be Brazil versus Portugal? What a goal. That goal is amazing. That is amazing. It's amazing. The Swiss have had it too good for too long. They're all chocolate and money. I don't feel one bit sorry for him, said Martin. I said England or Portugal. After seeing this, I think Portugal are going to win it, said DB. It's a hell of a performance. The only thing I would say is we all got excited when Spain beat Costa Rica 7-0. But I think beating Costa Rica 7-0, it's a bit different to beating Switzerland in a round of 16 6-1. I think Portugal are going to win this game. I'd put money on it. I would put money on it. 4 added minutes and we're into the 95th. And there's the full-time whistle. There we go. Wow. It's just a massacre. It's just a battering. It's just, I don't even know what you say. It's a concern. I mean, I think they are going to get through to the semi-final. We could be looking at England, Portugal, or France, Portugal. That's where Portugal will be really tested. I think Morocco are not going to be easy to beat, but I would take this Portugal team over Morocco. I think Morocco didn't have to deal with any end product from Spain. They're going to have to deal with end product from this Portuguese team. And I think this Portuguese team will get past Morocco. So I think Portugal are going to get through to the semi-finals. And then it's going to be either England or France, and that's where they'll be tested. They could do this. They could get through to the final, you know. They really, really could. After that performance, they really could. I am stunned. Well played, Portugal, says Heather. I'm stunned as well. Yeah, hell of a performance. They've given the world something to think about there. Very much so. Right, we're done then. We are done, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go and have something to eat. I've earned that. And then I'm going to record the Wrestling Escape Pod, and we will be back later for NXT. There is no World Cup tomorrow, but there is AEW on the channel, so we will be doing that. There is nothing on Thursday, but I've got a toy hunt that can go up, so I'll try and do that for Thursday. And then, of course, on Friday, boom, we're back. We're back, baby. So we've got 2 games on Friday and SmackDown, and then Saturday, 2 games on Saturday, and then, of course, UFC 282. So I've got to do research. I've got to create those streams. I need to do those thumbnails. I've said I'll do a toy hunt. I'm going to be a busy little beaver. So, yeah, enjoy a couple of days without the World Cup. I think we've all learnt just a moment to take a breath. And, wow, we'll be back soon enough. Don't worry about that. And, of course, we're back later tonight with NXT. Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.